Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the clubhouse where every block and crop counts and our people are number one. I'm Drac, and I will be your host today. Before we get started, I want to say thank you guys. Your support in streams and on episodes has been crazy, and I am so incredibly grateful. Every view, follow, sub, like, and comment it contributes to my motivation to keep doing this and getting better. Doing this is a huge creative outlet for me, and it makes me so happy. Your support is so validating, and I really can't thank you guys enough. I also want to let you know that this episode's going to be a little bit different. We've been doing minimal to no cuts, and I want to try doing some cuts this time. So this episode might be shorter, but hopefully it'll be better quality. I know the longer no-cut format is preferred by some, so I've actually started posting my stream VODs on YouTube as well, so you won't miss a thing. And you don't have to fight Twitch and their time limits for holding on to VODs. You'll still get all the crazy rambling that you started loving. All right, so first things first, I do have, or nope, not that one. First things first, I have a confession to make. I did some exploring in an attempt to get more materials to show you guys and to play with. We got some acacia, we got some spruce, and we also got enough sugarcane and leather to finish the enchanting setup, which we'll do enchanting another time. And then, guys, you've seen them wandering around as I'm trying to do this intro here. We have friends now. We have a puppy, a cute little chicken. Guys, we even have... Da, 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 da. Let's go get him. Let's go get him, because I want to show you how fast he is, too. We got a pony. We've got a pony. So we need names. For one. So remember how I said all those comments help and everything? I want you guys to have some input. So make sure you give him a name, okay? Now, I will say that we haven't named our village either. So let's make sure that we get some ideas on that. And I'll post pictures of our little buddies, the pony, the puppy, the chicken. He's going to be a house chicken, okay? We will get those posted onto the socials so that you guys can get a better look at them. Second thing second, we do have a pretty big project today. We do have, I did say we gathered some materials, all that good stuff. So, and if you were, those are all in the chest over here. So that's not necessarily all of it, but we've got all of this going. We got all this stuff. So if you were in stream on Friday, you know what it is. But I want to see if you can guess it if you weren't here. So we've laid out the foundation here because I had general idea of what I wanted to do. Go in free cam. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a second to find out. I'll give you a second. Let me hear your thoughts. What do you think this is? Okay, here's your hint. It's going to be... I like to be morally in the black. We all do. It's a teardrop shape because we're entering the gray today. That's your hint. And the farm is solely this part in the middle. Okay. The teardrop is just the shape of the build. Okay. I'll give you another second. Guys, it's a villager breeder. Let me defend myself. Give me a second. How do I say this? Okay. We live in a village. We plan to grow this village. And we want to contribute to a society we're building. Well, we need a society to contribute to. I do plan to increase their quality of life. This box is where they're going to be spending their life. So if you guys have ideas that you think make villager situations and breeders more humane, you let me know. But this is how it's going to be. This is the vision. So right here, this big square, we're going to raise it up about 5 blocks. Okay, let's go ahead and get some blocks and get started on that as we talk about it. But we're going to raise this up about 5 blocks, and this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be where we have the farm up in the air, okay? It is one of the infinite villager breeders, ones that I don't have to go and feed anytime I want a villager. But the way that's going to work is between these 4 pillars up this high, there's going to be a 9x9 carrot field. The carrots are going to be what the villagers kind of throw at each other. Hi there, puppy. I can't wait to name you. You're so cute. That 9x9 farm is going to be what the farmer villager works, so that he can throw things back and forth to the other villager and make the babies. When the babies happen, so from here to about here, also up in the air. 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. Hold on, I had to count. I had to learn how to count for a second. Give me a second. It takes me a moment sometimes, okay? I promise. I promise I've got brain cells. They're just not always there. There we go. So it's going to be from that pillar to here. You're going to see where we put 3 beds. 2 beds will belong to the 2 villagers that live in the breeder, and the 3rd one will be for a baby to claim. But basically, between these 2 pillars, there's going to be a hole, and they're going to fall into water, and this will be the collection chamber. But the babies like to jump on the bed, right? So as they're babies, they're going to run through here, and they're going to hop down, and they're going to fall into the water and then be put into various farms. As we live in a village, it makes sense for our farms to be villager-based, right? It's kind of like we're providing employment. So remember the whole contributing to society thing? We need villagers in order to have a society and contribute to them. So we're going to do that. They're going to fall in that little hole. They break line of sight to the bed, which leaves room for more villagers to be made. So we are going to go ahead and build up just the farm part so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I will be back to show you a little bit more of what the thought is. All right, be back in a sec. Welcome back. Take a look at this guy. Look at him. He's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I was able to create some depth between, you know, using walls and panes, like window panes, instead of going all black. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to end up getting some torches on there because I don't want things spawning up here. I still need to light it up pretty good. But what's going to happen... Maybe. Hold on. Bap, bap. And then we need to get... There we go. So underneath here, there's going to be some trapdoors to block the grown-ups from popping over here. But it's going to be trapdoors instead of planks. That way it doesn't block their line of sight of the beds. So the 2 villagers that are going to live up here will actually claim 2 of these beds. And then 1 will be claimed... like 1 has to be open in order for them to develop a child. When the child is developed, they will claim it. They will fall down here, right? All right, get back over there. Ah! Yes, that's where my ladder is. I had to put a ladder up there because I kept having to jump down and my health was not doing great. But they pop down there and then come over here. We'll end up with some rails right here for them to kind of walk around on. Let's go ahead and get those in place so you can see what I'm talking about. Where's my iron? My iron. Let's grab that. We'll make some because we need a bunch of rails anyway. And I'm going to bring you guys with me to move the villagers because we all know that villagers do villager things, and villager things are at the very least a bit interesting. So we're gonna do that. Where is my iron? Got so many eggs. We did not use the last of the iron. I know we didn't. There's some of that there. I'm gonna look through this one more time before I go look at my other chests and see what the heck's going on. Okay, let's go look at the drop chest, otherwise known as the junk chest. I try to keep my monsters at a minimum. There's 5 there. Oh boy. I think I smelted some. Wow, so much for preparing for recording, huh? So, okay, where is you? This right here is the house that we're going to take from, because I believe it's got 2 villagers in it. I thought. I could have sworn they did. Oh, it's this one that has 2 villagers in it. So we'll probably pull from that one. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead. Where are my ferni? Did I stick it over here in this one? Do. I did not. My iron is just... It went bye-bye. My iron is gone. And by gone, I mean I must have done something stupid with it. Anyway. Let's go ahead. How many rails can we do here? Am I missing something for the rail recipe? We're missing something for the rail recipe. Either way, let's make our way down into the mines. We need some more iron to do villager things. Or do we just do it by boat? We have enough string. Let me see. String. Okay. Okay. I did have to make another pick because this one was starting to die down. And since that's our only enchantments we have, I didn't want that to break. Okay, looking for all the string that we can get. There's a boat. Because we can use boats to get them up there, right? We need torches to light things up anyway. Okay, I think you only need like 5 string to make a lead. Yes, okay. Cool, we don't have to use our iron. So there's that. Okay. Alright, guys. About to make you a little bit uncomfortable. And I am sorry in advance. Okay. There's one. Okay. You gonna pop in there? Need you to pop in there, please. Is there a way to, like, scare them into it? Or should I... Here, let's try... Okay, they're both in there now. Cool. Break that. Break that. Hi, guys. Hello. Hello. I know I don't like just seeing villagers suddenly be moved. That's why I wanted to involve you guys in this. But let's see. Okay, that didn't hurt them. That's good. All right, I'm gonna drag them up this way because I don't want them to get stuck on the path. They're gonna get stuck on the path anyway. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna pop over here. And then I'm probably just gonna build up over here and then move. Like, turn so that they pop over. Because they're not gonna go inside the pillar, are they? No. Okay. Okay. So I do this. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. And I managed to not break any crops. That was a concern. F3B. Now I can do the boat without hitting them. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Oh no, I forgot to do the... hold on. See? Well, panic. Mild panic. It's okay, it's mild. I don't have enough wood on me to do that. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's not at all what I needed that to do. You guys stay over there. It's okay. Everything's fine. You don't need to know that your god is a bit of a problem. We'll say problem. Okay. So they're in there. That's what we needed. I just need to also grab... There's that. There's that. We're going to be using so many trapdoors, so I might as well just make a bunch of them. That was probably the easiest I've ever moved villagers to. It will never come that easy again. It will never come that easy again. There we go. And the cool thing about this villager breeder is that as we reach the point of having enough, then all I have to do is like come up and flip these up. And then bam, that's good. So these guys, one's got a job now. I don't know why they're just chilling there. But let's let some things up. There we go. So things aren't spawning right on top of them and they're not invaded by zombies and then zombified. Zombification comes later. Not today. Not today. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So then we'll just have to see how long it takes them to make a baby. We'll just wait for that. Until then, we have a villager breeder, guys. We actually built up the villager breeder. Let's get the dirt scaffolding just gone here really quick. We're gonna have to build up to reach the rest of it, I guess. Here we go. Yeah. I don't have a shovel on me. Forgive me. Forgive. Pretty please. You guys have some dirt. Enjoy. Enjoy. But they'll go about their own thing. I think they have to actually claim the beds before they'll do anything. The fact that it's becoming night is going to be important for that. So when they try to claim the bed, they'll get these green particles above them. So let's see if they'll do that. Because we broke the one bed that was in that house. I wonder... He was already a farmer. Come here. You're a potato guy. What if I throw you some carrots? Will that make you happy? Will that make you happier? But yeah, as long as the beds stay over there, and when they try to go to bed, they'll have to hop in the hole, that kind of thing. That will be... See? Green particles. You saw it, right? Right there. Okay. So they claimed the beds. Let's make sure they didn't end up in them. Okay, of course, they didn't end up in there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's get the remaining carrots we had. I didn't have many, but maybe that will get him interested in tossing the carrots around. Not as troubleshooting on the fly here. There's some carrots. Any more? No? Okay. The reason you only want to... Okay. So something I've learned the hard way. You only want to throw them a crop that you want them to replant. That's also why it's important that you do not use a villager that you've already traded with. Because, let's see here. See, nothing here. Because if you build them up like that, then, and you trade with them... Oh, god dang it, I did that again. Come on. There we go. Don't mind me. Don't mind. Okay, 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 gosh. He's so mad about it. Okay. Let's wait down here and we will recam. Because I can't see. I can't even go through that. Let's see. Because we want them to start... If he has different crops, he will plant different crops. That's why you want to make a villager or make him a farmer. Because at that point, he... I wonder if he just... Oh, okay, okay. So he does want that. So if you guys didn't know, villagers have their own inventories. Obviously, we can never actually see the inventories. But you want their inventories to fill up with the carrots. If you had ever traded them wheat, or if they'd ever picked up a wheat or something like that, then they will have the ability to plant that. We don't want that. So the fact that he's grabbing, and it looks like, okay, it looks like he's replanting carrots, which means he didn't have anything else in his inventory, I don't think. So we're just gonna wait. We're gonna see. He's got all that going for him. While that happens, we're gonna go ahead. Let me show you. So we've got the teardrop here, right? What we're gonna do is we are going to build up the teardrop to this level, okay? Because this level is going to be how high the walls are for the most part until we get about here. At that point, we will kind of go lower, but the idea is for the roof to be made out of glass blocks and it kind of like curve up and over like that. So this is going to have a dome effect as it kind of pops down here. So let's go ahead. Wrong box. Silly me. We've got a mixture of stone and we've got some andesite. We've got some cobble. And those are the tools that I really, not tools, but the blocks that I really want to be using to build this up. The thought being, our house was cobble. Their stuff is made out of cobble and then mossy cobble. So as much as we love mossy cobble, we want to make it look like we're gradually upgrading things. So this is all cobble, no mossy. Granted, we didn't have mossy, but we're trying to follow the thought process of, hey, we're gradually improving. So we have the cobble and mossy cobble to just cobble. It's all oak, right? Over here, we've incorporated some andesite. We've got more of the stripped oak, which you see that in one or two of the... Yeah, you see that in two of their houses here. So now is when we go and start playing with the concept of other blocks, other similar blocks. And as we expand out, I think it'd be fantastic if I am just going to use these blocks to build it up for now, and then later come in and rearrange them to texture. See, down here, I'm going to do a max of 3. Okay? Because like I said, we want to end up with something where it looks like it's arching up from here over to there. That'll help us out a lot. So give me just a second. I'll build up the walls and then we'll be right back. Okay? Guys. We got the first one. We got him. We got that first baby. Now we just have to wait to make sure that like they continue to drop more, because if they don't drop more babies, then that means that this guy hasn't broken his line of sight of the bed well enough. So let's hope that that is a good thing. But also, look at this wall. Look at the wall. We got it built up. Like I said, we're going to do blending and patterning and all that good stuff later. But I want to show you what I mean. See how it's kind of like curved up from the bottom here? And now, as we build up the roof, I'm going to do this part first, the round part, so that it can then start kind of popping down, and it looks like it'll be like a greenhouse effect almost. So that's the goal for that. Let's go ahead. We're gonna make a doorway here. 3. There we go. All right, let's take care of this, and then when I get back, we will have the roof on. The roof will just be the glass. Now, remember, I'm not the best of roofs. That is a weak spot for me, but I enjoy creative roofs. So we're going to see what we can do with this as far as the glass goes. So we'll be back. I just wanted to show you guys the villager in the progress. All right, guys. So we got the roof in, and for the first time ever, I did not run out of glass while doing it. So we've still got some blocks in there that I'm going to clean up that helped me with some of the placement. It might not be super even, but do you get the vision? See how it's a drop? The droplet. Now, my next stop is I want to get some oak planks and kind of even out, or maybe oak slabs, even that out. So place them around the top here and then another layer right there on the outside. So it looks like it's kind of blended together somehow. And past that, we'll get some windows in here. So it looks more airy, more alive, more pleasant and livable. So we're going to get big old windows, turn this into an archway. And we're going to get some more oak logs in some of these corners to kind of mimic what they do over there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make some of those. I'll bring you along with me for some of that. There's some slabs here. Let's see, where else do we have some slabs? We will do that. And just so that we don't end up taking down the wrong thing, let's go ahead and do some dirt scaffolding. Because we don't have regular scaffolding yet. I think we do have bamboo. But we don't have the dirt income for regular old scaffolding yet. There we go. So let's do some of this so you guys can get a look at what I'm thinking here. And then I will just finish it off without you guys. But you see this? I saw them try to make another baby, but it failed. So I'm gonna have to check again here in just a second to see if maybe they were able to succeed and maybe they were just kind of grumpy with each other at that point. Here's that. No, I messed up. Hold on. Let me move that. Okay, so there's that. That curved into here. That curved into here. Curved in. Okay, so there's not supposed to be one there. This did that. Perfect. Maybe that should do it on each. It does do it on each transition there. So it's just a matter of all of this looking... This is gonna be weird. Oh, I might have messed up by having this like this. Goodness. Maybe... You know what? What if we just continue along with this? Let's go get some more of the slabby boys. Okay. See how this is looking so far. There's that. And then if we just do it around, and then we like use stairs down maybe around this edges. Maybe that'll... Let's finish this part first. See what that's gonna do for us. Actually, why am I doing it like this? Just make a staircase, basically. And then we don't have to climb up and down and tear it down over and over again. Let's just do that. There we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and just put it around like this for one. We put it around... Nope. So I think it'll do some definition as well. If we're lucky. If what I'm thinking actually makes sense here. Okay. So there's that part. Let's go back around to where we did the second layer. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It would have been faster, just go the other way. What am I doing? There we go. And then we just follow this line here. Are you getting the vision? Are you seeing it? Go. So it does kind of accent the shape, I believe. while also allowing the shape to, not the shape, but allowing the blocks to blend into each other. Or transition better. I'm not sure the right terminology there. There's that part. Shimmy this. We're gonna need more of these slabs. But it should be enough to at least let us do that. And I had collected so much oak already, so we have plenty to work with. It's just a matter of bringing enough up with us. And we made a little stairway so we can hop up here a little bit easier. So that will not be too much of an issue. Perfect, perfect. There we go. I'm actually kind of excited about this. The round shapes, I enjoy making them. Like, I enjoy thinking of them. But executing them always makes me nervous. Because it's not exactly... It's not that it's difficult, it's wrapping my brain around it when we have multiple shapes coming together. And getting them to do that, that makes my head hurt. Cat. That's a cat. Hold on. We have fishies? We had fishies. That was a jelly cat. We need the jelly cat. Hold on. Distraction. Distraction. I'm aware. But we need a cat. Okay, we'll get the salmon just in case as well. Okay. Where was it? There she is. Okay. So we're going to see about sneaking up on her a little bit. Yes? No. Jelly. No, come on. You looked at me for a second. Yeah, I hear you. I know. Yeah? See? We need the salmon. There we go! First kitty! Guys, we got her. We got the kitty. We got a jelly. We got a jelly. Come here, jelly. Come here, jelly. Sweet girl. There you go. We got our first kitty. Look at that. Ah, this makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. Oh. Now, I don't think she contributes to the spawn cap for them now. So, we can still potentially get all sorts of kitty cats. Thank you, Jelly. I promise to give you good life. I promise to give you good life. All good. There we go. I like that we have puppies and kitties. And hopefully, you know, we've got the jungle along towards spawn. On the way towards spawn. So we could, in theory, end up with birds and pandas. Guys, should we just love all the animals? Collect them all, give them all just like happy little homes? I think we should. I think that'd be fantastic. That would bring me a lot of joy, at least. I guess I just need to know if that's something you guys want to see. Because we can absolutely do that. This does mean I need to make like a little kitty house and a little puppy house. All right, let's look at how this is turning out here. Okay. Okay. And then right here, we'll just do stair steps down. Let's go make some stairs. Let's sleep, make some stairs, and see how that goes for us. Hold on. Hey there, Jelly. Come on, baby. Will you help us get some string? Oh, that's my favorite part. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite part. I love that so much. You're such a good cat. You're such a good cat. Yes, Nelson, you're a good kitty too. I still have to get my real life kitties up on all the socials for you guys so you can see them. I think you will love seeing them. They're such sweet little beans. They're sweet little beans, and I love them. Hi there, Jelly. Yes, yes. Please do not get yourself hurt trying to follow me, okay? Please. Okay, so let's do... I think if we do this, then on the outside we can transition between them with the... Oh, come on. Like that. We've got this. Get this. And then the ones that are next to each other can kind of do that. See what I mean? Are we seeing the vision? There's that. Pop below here. Okay. This needs that. I need to see what that looks like to figure out what I want to do. Hold on. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to still use these, but then just like pop it down next to... Let's check that out. See how that looks. There we go. Okay, let's check that out really quick, because I know we can't really see it super well. I like that. I think I'm going to smooth it out by putting another set right here and here. Okay. So, connection. Connection. Okay, check that out. Okay, and then put another one right here. I might not be able to put that there. Hold on. I know, Jelly. You're such a good girl. You are such a good girl. Yeah, put another one right there. There we go. Okay. And that kind of blends in a little bit better. Okay, I think I can get behind that. All right. Let's go and put the rest of these slabs down on this side, and we can see about mimicking it on the other side. There we go. I think we said these were going to be stairs, right? So there's that. Leads into this. And that means this would need to be a stair in order to continue that. This, okay. Connect here. And then, was that another stair? No, that was another slab. Let's get back up here. So we should be almost done with this roof here. Should be just about complete. So, pop these up here. And I want to do the same method that we did in the sense of popping everything down here and then making the transition for it. So I think that is going to be this, right? That means this is going to be here. That's going to be here. Okay, and this is another one that kind of pops down. Okay. Then we had these. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure these things look halfway decent. I don't always have the best thoughts on these things, but I want to try, you know? There we go. And then I think that there. Check that out here. What if we do? Okay, I need to check what we did over here. That's not helpful. This was a stair, and then there's 2 planks. One plank. That okay. See, I lost my bearings. So we're gonna do this. I think that ends up doing this. Okay. Or did this? I'm all kinds of confused. No, I'm aware that this is my natural state, but dang. I didn't realize I was going to struggle that hard with it. Okay. And then we do stair here. Or did that end up being... I'm very confused. How did we do this? Because it looks so nice on the other side. There we go. Maybe this is just how it goes here. I don't think I'm gonna make that. I know, Jelly. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Yeah, Jelly's worried about us. Gotta come down from those heights. There we go. Okay. Let's do this here. Alright, so we've got that kind of doing one of these. Let's look from above. I think we got the shape right. I don't think the roof is 100% what we wanted it to be. So let's go ahead and clean up the support blocks that are there and these right here so that we can get some of the detailing taken care of. Here we are. Come on. Come on down. I really need a shovel on me. I don't have a shovel on me at all? Alright. That's fine. We'll do things the hard way. Here we go. Almost. And then we'll go inside and get those support blocks. See, we've got them all over in here. I hear you, villagers. We'll turn around and see how well it's doing here in just a second. I want to get this cleaned up first. Go. And this is where we ended up using the support blocks, so I'm not super concerned. Oh, guys, it did end up giving us multiple villagers. Okay, that means it works. That means the villager breeder's fully functional. Heck yeah. Okay. So, next step, let's go ahead and get a little archway going here, because I like archways. I think they're pretty. So we'll do one of these. There we go. Little archway. And then when not in use, we'll go ahead and do this. That way, bad guys can't just hop in here and go, hey, they're my villagers now. I am, however... No, not that. Let's pop this up here. We'll do a couple of definitely meant to open the chest and not do that. Okay, couple of doors, please. Now, we're gonna do this a little bit broken, okay? You know that trick where you can make the doors be read as open by the zombies? We're gonna do that. There we go. There we go. Now, when we pop in here, let's see, if you look at the right where you're seeing all of the stuff pop up for my captions, that's the word. you'll see where it says true in green, open true. So if it registers as open, then the zombies won't try to come in. And then we have safety for villagers. So let's do... Oh, this always hurts. I don't have silk touch, and that sound hurts my soul. It really does. There we go. Got that. Let's go ahead and sleep really quick, and then we can place some windows. Oh, Jelly! Jelly, you sweet kitty bean. Okay. Can I get up there? Nope. I cannot parkour. Alright. That's fine. I don't need to parkour. Let's do this here. Do I still have some pains on me? No, that's fine. We can always come back and make this better another day, you know? Alright, and then we will do a nice tall window here. Ah. And then... Do you think we can do one here? No, we're not going to worry about that there. 5. One more. Okay, we do need more glass. So... Guys, I ran out of glass. It finally happened. I do have glass panes somewhere, though. Wow, there's been an Enderman here. Okay. No glass. No glass. No glass. Glass. Okay. You know what? We'll use panes in some areas here. Let's go ahead and switch those out for panes. I know, it's gonna hurt to see all of that and hear it all break. But let's go ahead and get it done right, okay? I know, I know. I cannot wait until we get Silk Touch. Okay. Yeah, all that sand. It's a good thing we've got that beach right by our house, right? And it's a beach that doesn't even necessarily need to be a beach, so clearing it out will actually help the aesthetic later. There we go. 3. Now, the idea for the underneath is when we are ready to start zombifying villagers for trades, and we start building up our trading hall, then at that point, we need a place to put the zombie, right? So right here will be where the zombie lives and where we run the villagers through when we're ready. See, we're planning ahead. Utilizing our resources and our time appropriately. There we go. And then we'll come over here. Do the same for this set here. I don't think the point of the teardrop will end up having any windows, just because it's got such a different shape. Go. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna break this and I'll put it back in a minute. There we are. All right. Oh, can't place it if it's not in my offhand. There we go. All right. Oh, we got a rabbit. How did the... Oh, because the kitty cat. Thank you, Jelly. You're such a sweet little bean. Such a sweet bean. Thank you. I appreciate your murder of rabbits for me and my well-being. Thank you. There's that. Okay. And then... So there's just the big one and then the one to one side. And I think we should be able to put one here. So I don't want to put it anywhere where it's just too wide. Because the ones that are just too wide will have trouble getting any details in the corners there. At least I do. If you guys have ideas how to do that and make it look nice, let me know. And this one just has it on the one side as well. Okay. I feel less bad about that. But this structure is complete. We just need some details. Let's see if we can do... Jelly. Jelly, my love. My sweet kitty love. I need you to... Thank you. Alright. It hops right back onto the open chest. Alright, Jill. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so if we do... I think I want to use some oak logs in some places. We can try to do that, but then I'm also going to do... I want to use some of these stairs along the outside. Okay. I think I also want to use some fences if I can. So let's get some sticks. Can I do that? There we go. All right, we got a whole bunch of those to play with as well. So the thought here is I want it to look like it kind of transitions into the ground. Or it transitions into some kind of flower bed around the outside. I think that'd be fantastic. Because we definitely want things to look more on the smooth side than not. Here we are. Okay, let's get some dirt out here. Come on. We gotta blend this a little bit in order to be able to put... There we go. Perfect. Okay. We don't necessarily want things to look like we've had... Yes, terraforming is fine. Terraforming is normal, whatever. Don't necessarily want it to look like we terraformed a whole bunch, you know? There we are. Oh, that's not where that goes. Perfect. So, just another little bit of layering here. Goodness. We might need to grab some more dirt in order to finish this up here. Because if you can terraform as you go in some cases, then it will all look like it kind of built with itself. Does that make sense? Alright, and then there's more stairs. Let's finish this out before we get more dirt. Don't let me forget the dirt, okay? I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying spending time with you guys and having something out there that you guys can kind of just relax and listen to, enjoy the creativity and the thought process. We're just gonna relax. We're gonna chill. We're gonna enjoy each other's company. Let's grab that dirt. A little bit more dirt. Go. Perfect. Now, it kind of looks like it all rounded out and just kind of exists like this, right? Alright. This kind of looks like a duckbill now. I can't unsee. It's supposed to be a teardrop, not a duck. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad about it. So while the vision wasn't 100%, I do feel like it came out all right. I do feel like we did some good things here. So let's grab... We need some torches. We're low on the iron, so I'm not going to put lanterns up yet. Let's grab the torches, make sure the inside's nice and safe for everybody. Jelly, where'd you go? There you are, buddy. Thank you for scaring away the creepers. You coming? What the? There's an open door right there, baby. Come on. Oh, all right. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and have a little fit. That's fine. Okay, and I don't necessarily need to get up there anymore. If I do end up having to pop up there to check on things, I can always put those back. But I want to make sure we get things lit up. We don't end up having to fight zombies and skeletons for access to our happy little build here. Go ahead and pop these on the inside too. I know, it's torch spam. I don't mind torch spam though. It has its place. It has its uses. It is rather important for some things, so I'm not going to be mad about torch spam. There we go. We put it next to the windows, and it doesn't seem as cranky or as crazy. Okay. Quick sleepy sleep. Come on, Jelly. You ready for nap time? Where'd you go, baby? Okay, well, I guess we don't get Jelly for nap time. Oh, there she is. Okay, now we're gonna go around with these. See about smoothing out some of the structure here. I like soft curves. I like them nice and soft. There we go. I don't necessarily want to put them where it's like 1 by 1, but if we do it where it's by 2, then it might seem like it's more supportive. There we go. There's ones. Here's a 2. Okay. That. Okay. And then here's another 2. And another one. This was very much a different kind of build for me. I don't typically do like odd shaped builds like this, but I think I like it. I think this is pretty neat. Does this one have room for that? No, not exactly what I meant there. 2 just to the left of the window. Yes, okay. So I'm not gonna do here, I don't think, but we'll put them here. And then another 2. We're almost done until we get more blocks, and then the more blocks and the more variety and detail we can do with things. So it definitely, it looks like it's a purely andesite build, which basically is. What if we go ahead and sprinkle some of the stone in there? Sprinkle some of that stone in there. Hold on. Grab some of that. You can't really tell which one is supposed to be there. Like, which one's the detail and which one's the main block. And then I know we ended up using stone a lot more down here. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Just kind of wiggle a little less over here. Step back, see how it looks. I'm not the best at texturing, but we're gonna try. I know, Jelly, I know. Okay. See, the struggle that I have with texturing is that there's not necessarily any rules of thumb. That makes it difficult for me because my brain looks for patterns really hardcore. It's kind of difficult to do that when there's no pattern to look for. Go. I know. Ellie, you sound so stressed. You sound so stressed. Okay. I think just a little bit more and we'll be able to take the final look. And then this is what we can do with the resources we currently have. So it's not going to be the best looking thing in the world, but it is going to be ours. And it will be a completed build. There we go. All right. I don't think that looks bad. Could it have been better? Probably. But we're learning here, right? And the inside looks nice and clean. My goodness. Let's see, wrong button. Okay. I kind of like it. That's gonna bother me. It will despawn soon. The little conniption block. So, all right. Let's go ahead. Now, we're at 20 levels, right? I want to try to do a singular enchant before we go, okay? Let's grab this. We're gonna try to grab Silk Touch on here or something better, okay? If we do get something better than Fortune 2 and Efficiency 2, then we'll go ahead and we'll strip this one. We'll make a grindstone, we'll strip it, and then we'll try something more on that another time. But for now, let's see what we can do, okay? Uh-oh. Oh, I need to be level 30, that's right. That's right. Okay, come here, sheepies. I know. Kinda have to, though. Just be glad that the puppy's not here. You would be getting a lot more joy out of this than I would be. Yeah. Oh no, I've got to get another sheep. I got stab happy. That's on me. That's on me. No, there's another sheep right here. How did that happen? Okay. It's fine. Just don't get the other sheep. Drag. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, we'll do this. All right. One more. There we go. And then I'm not going to risk swinging my sword in there with the horsey. Don't forget, by the way, we need to name the horsey. We need to name the house chicken, the puppy, and now we need to name the kitty, okay? We also need one for the village. Okay? So please don't forget that. I want your input on it. And then make sure you go in and you like different ones, because the ones with the most likes will probably have a little more weight to it. Okay? So that's the biggest thing I need you guys to do, is think of cute little names. Now, when I'm playing Stardew, I tend to... When I name my chickens, I usually name them Duck or Goose. And then I'll name my duck Goose. So I do have a pattern, but I'm open to thoughts and ideas. Let's get... I have a thought. So I smelted all that glass and all that stone, which means there should be a whole bunch of XP stored in these. 22, 23. Nope. All right. I am not super convinced that we are going to be able to enchant this time. That's absolutely okay, though. So, wow, can I click the right button? There we go. Hi. Hi. Now I see ya. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and end here. So thank you guys, as always, for coming and hanging out, and I hope you had a good time. The episode is a little bit different just because we did try doing some cuts and some planning, and I hope it was still smooth, okay? I'm about to go do the editing and see what happens, so give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. If you prefer the longer format, the more stream type format, definitely say so, okay? But I want to make sure this is easy for you guys to watch, easy for you guys to enjoy. But until next time, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to those around you, make good choices, and we'll see you guys next time.